I can't die with nothing. Ain't nobody had me nothing. Had to build it brick by brick. Every scar became a lesson. Every loss became a gift. Oh, I came from the bottom, I know all about struggling. I've been 10 toes down, yeah, I hit the ground running. Always on my grind, you know your boy stay hustling. And you can't tell me shit, cause I can't die with nothing. I can't die with nothing. I can't die with the plug. You either built for it or you not. Ain't no in between. On the plug, I don't talk it, I lived it. Every loss turned a man more gifted. Real game, you can't buy, you gotta get it. From the pain where the pressure start hitting. Yeah, the code don't bend. Stand tall, never fall for a friend. If it's real, then it's real to the end. I just speak what I know, I don't follow no trends. Yo, came up where the winds feel real. With a weight on your chest, nobody don't care. Had to move on my own, couldn't wait on help. Had to build my name, couldn't hate on self. Seen a fake smile right through they grin. Had to cut that off just to lock back in. Every move calculated, I don't act off feel. If it don't align right, then it ain't that real. I was down, had dirt on my name. Now I stand on respect, I earn my lane. Ain't no shortcuts taking on this route I chose. Had to walk through fire just to play my role.
The plug, I don't talk it, I live it.
Whoa, whoa.
Every loss turned a man more gifted.
Whoa,
real game, you can't buy, you gotta get it.
whoa, whoa.
From the pain where the pressure start hitting.
Oh,
the plug,
get a coat, don't bend. Stand tall, never fall for a friend. If it's real, then it's real to the end. I just speak what I know,
I don't follow no trends.
Ain't chasing no clout, I'm building a name. Something that lasts way longer than fame. Every word got weight cause it come from scars. Not no fantasy talk, this is real life bars. I done seen how the closest switch sides. When the pressure get real, they don't rise. So I learned how to stand on 10 by myself and invest my time. Not the 10 don't help, now it's vision clear, I can see it all. From the rise to the fall, I done felt it all. So when I speak now, it's to elevate minds. Turn the struggle to strength every single time. Pressure make diamonds, or it break you. It's all in how you stand.
Every loss turned a man more gifted. Real game, you can't buy, you gotta get it. From the pain where the pressure start hitting. The plug,
Yeah, the code don't bend. Stand tall, never fall for a friend. If it's real, then it's real to the end. I just speak what I know, I don't follow no trends.
the plug.
On the plug,
The plug.
solid,
Every time.
every time.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Let's get it with family.
Stop.
Welcome to the outlet.
Yeah, stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
Yeah, came from the bottom, I had to go get it. No handouts, I was minding my business. They switched up, I ain't taking it personal. I just leveled up, now it's visible. I don't talk if it ain't got a purpose. I've been solid, I ain't never been nervous. Every move calculated, precise. Had to pay for the game, that's the price.
On the club,
This stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space.
on the club.
Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
Stamp, stamp,
Stop, yeah,
it's stamp. If it's real, then it's
understand.
stamp, stamp, no pretend.
Real game,
I don't gotta.
gotta recommend.
I've been moving low key, no talk. Still winning, let the results walk. They gon' feel it when I step in the room. Real presence, I don't need the approval. I don't chase, I attract what's mine. Stay patient, out of time in the line. Now the voice carry weight when I speak, cause I lived everything that I preach.
On the club,
Yes, stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space.
on the club.
Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
On the plug, stamp.
On the club,
Stamp.
Hey. Good morning. One more time for the people in the back, everybody that's in the building. Thank you so much. Real roll call. We got Coco in the building. We got Steph Harper in the building. How y'all doing? One and the same. Good morning, chat. How we doing? Gonna parlay for a second, man. How was your week, Coco? How was your week? My week was great. Talking about this week. Facebook is an amazing tool. Facebook is a real fantastic tool. It gives people an opportunity to reach out to people when used in the proper manner. It is a fantastic tool. BG, what's happening, brother? Salute, my brother. Indeed. How was y'all week, man? Talk to me. It is like I said, Facebook is a fantastic tool, man. Like me, myself, I was a young, wild young man and had a lot of instances and rendezvous and discoveries and different things that I went through coming up as a young man. And a lot of them, do come back and kind of like haunt you from now to every time, so sometimes, and I had one in particular that really sat with me the wrong way. And I had the opportunity to reach out to a person that I hadn't spoke to in quite some time. And I actually did that back last year. It was like almost late last year, like maybe around October, November of last year. And they finally reached back out. Actually, it was two people that I haven't spoke to in quite some time. One was a female, one was a male. And those people, I got a chance to rock with them and talk to them and, and actually got to bury the hatchet and, get what I needed to get off of my chest. And the other one was more like a catch up. It's been a while since we had been, we had spoke. It was a time where he came to Florida. Hadn't seen him in a while, but I was like, I wasn't in a position to be able to get up with him. You know what I mean? And being that we are around the same age, just was in two totally different places. And how he got down at the time, I didn't. You know what I mean? So a lot of that going out, hitting the club, and you know what I mean. Just being in the nightlife just wasn't my style. I had outgrown that a whole lot. And you know, uh, so we reconnected this week, and that was wonderful. Then I go and check the messenger again, and then boom, that other person that I had hit for quite some time, I ain't heard from in quite some time. I got an opportunity to sit down on the phone, and we had a great conversation and a great catch up and a great, just a great, friendly relationship. I mean, conversation, and it was great, man. It was like a big weight, and I didn't know exactly what was irking me, what was bothering me, and I probably got some more I need to go do. But that's like a little soul cleansing. What I'm saying? Just trying to clear my path moving forward, because those are the things that you have to do, like clean up some of that dirt. Like, what I'm saying? We grew up with that same spiritual in the crib, sweep around your own front door. And that's what I've been doing. I've been sweeping around my own front door. And you know what I mean? And ain't sweeping around nobody else's. I'm only taking accountability for myself and my actions of the past, present, and what I'm gonna do in the future. So that's a wonderful thing for me. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel, you know what I mean, a great way about that. You know what I mean? I don't lose friends. We just might have a 6 degrees of separation. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing. I feel that there is nothing that can happen. There's nothing that can happen that can't be fixed and talked about. I don't think that there's nothing that can be that can't be fixed. I think number the little conversation amongst grown folk. That's easy work. You know what I mean? BG said, week was great. My battery's recharged, ready to go again. I'm ready to go again too, BG, man. I'm feeling good, man. Got a lot of things going on. It's going to be a lot of changes in this studio. Getting ready for the football season. It's going to be a lot going on, man. We got a lot coming from the Raw Society Network, man. It's going to be great, man. You know what I'm talking about? Super Mac 333 working, let you play in the background too. Background though. Hey, check this out. Now, none that my boy, you know what I'm saying? None that my boy, but this is the OLP. This is the outlet. This is the OLP. You know what I mean? 333 is now, you know what? If you want to use that suit, man, use that, man. There ain't no pressure, man. Oh, that's fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what stage, it's still fam. It still is what it is. So yeah, at the end of the day, Facebook is a great tool when used properly. Letting folks know that might not be, so communicative. If something going on in the family, something going on in the friendship, whatever the case may be. But the ones you see that don't respond, don't feel free to like hit them on the phone, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What say repost it? It's already out there. It's already out there. Yeah. But man, yeah, man, I left those, phone conversations, man, and was feeling great. I can't even lie to you, man. I left those situations like rejuvenated, like talking to them on the phone and actually getting to talk to those two individuals. I felt great. I'm talking about like I was walking out the shop, just a happy cat.
With the can, the powder, no mirth. A cereal with the can, the powder.
Excited. I can't even lie. I was like just doing my thing, just moving, grooving, ready to get to the weekend so I can get here on Storytime with y'all, man. First thing in the morning, man. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Storytime, Uncle Plugg. Yeah, man. I feel great, man. I feel great, man. I'm prayed up. I feel like I got a lot of weight that was on my back. Like, man, we just recently had a scare on my stepmother's side of the family. You know what I'm saying? She been with my father for 30 years. So, that's family. You know what I mean? Like that's Mama Sandy. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's my baby. You know what I mean? So, having her having her sister come up with an illness. She's fighting for her life, and but God is always in the midst, with a hand on the people. You know what I mean? Got his hand on her family, blessing these folks, brought a whole lot of their family together, which was might have been so needed. You know what I'm saying? That they can get together, probably might slide home for Thanksgiving this year, just to see that love in the building. You know what I mean? Just to see, that family element around. Never know. So, and then her other sister, actually, her husband passed away. They buried him yesterday. And but that's, God just been blessing. What's up, Soft Rain? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for that. You know what it is. Thank you so much for that. First lady of the RSC, Soft Rain. Yes, indeed. Y'all go check her out. She's gonna have something rocking for y'all this evening at 7. No, at 7, probably at 8 p.m. this evening. She'll have on the radar with Rain. It'll be a beautiful thing. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So heading back into the story where we left off, because we got sidetracked last week because of the Ryan Clark and Nolan Wells situation. This is why I don't rock with you, this particular individual. It's just been a compound of things that have happened, you know what I'm saying, that have drawn me to this conclusion that this person is unrockwittable. And it started off when we was in business together, doing what we was doing in the underworld. You know what I mean? What we was doing in the underworld, and the young man always was trying to always not killing the ambition, because there's a way that you go about ambition. Because once you set that bridge on fire, you can't go back across that bridge unless that person allows you to. But then once it moves in that direction, you're going to always be questionable. And the one thing you don't want to do when you're dealing with people is try to be questionable. Because once you made that mistake and you come back, and that person allows you to come back, you better be ready for that. That's why most people don't. They say, like, I ain't changing. So when they make amends with someone, it's really not real. It's not really real, because you don't want to make that change, or you haven't changed. You haven't grew. You haven't evolved. You ain't really got nothing. You know what I mean? You're welcome. You're welcome. And you haven't grown. You haven't evolved. You haven't changed. So whenever these situations happen, and that person is already looking at you questionable, now you feel like, man, I don't want to be on these eggshells. The only reason why you don't want to be on them eggshells is you haven't grew. You haven't changed. You haven't evolved. You haven't did that. You haven't did that. You haven't did that, and that ain't cool. So you ain't have no business even going back apologizing to that person. That's why I can see when Souls and Classic, when they say, oh man, ain't no need for you to apologize. Because if you the same individual, you gonna do you bound to repeat the same thing. You're gonna repeat what you did, the same actions. Like, to be real with it. So I ain't cool with it. So this person was always overly ambitious. We had something going, something was moving, something was grooving. You wanted to be a part of it until you got involved with it, and now you're seeing other opportunities come your way. By all means, do your thing, but don't call me, bro. Don't call me, bro. Go do your thing, bro. Don't call me, brother. Go do your thing. And then on top of that, you're also, like, the way I handle mine is strategic, low key, and to the point. We here to get this bread. We ain't trying to be no hood superstar, bro. We ain't trying to be no hood superstar. We trying to just get this money, to stack up this bread, and wait for the next opportunity to come along. Just like right now, in present day. We go get this money, we stack this bread, and we let this bread work for us to buy our freedom. It's just that simple. If you want to sit down with me and just pick out how I do it, I'm pretty sure we're going to align 70% of the way. That other 30 is all about how you do your business, or how you like to go out, or how you like to manage your money, how you like to do whatever you do. But when it comes to me, my freedom is not having to do absolutely nothing. And whatever I want to do, to be able to be in a position to do it, but don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, it's a new restaurant that just opened. Okay. I don't necessarily have to go to that new restaurant. I'll wait back and hear the reviews. I don't have to go to Google. I'll wait for y'all to go and y'all come and bring me back y'all Google review. Personal. A personal Google review. And you told me it was straight. It was straight. What you had, boy? Oh, yeah, I had such. Oh, that's what's up. Okay, bet. I'm gonna go check it out, see what it's going, what it's hitting for. You know what I mean? See what it's hitting for. When I get ready, I might not go next week. I might not go a month from now. I might go after all the hoopla and died down, and then go to the restaurant and there ain't number 25 people in there. And then do my thing. Okay, but hey, you told me about this about a month ago, but that was good. But I'm gonna give you kudos and all that. But when it came to this business, when it come to this bread, when it comes to this paper and about staying free, hey, bro. Hey, man, we got to take this thing seriously. We got to move strategically, brother. We got to move with a military mindset. We can't just be all willy-nilly out here in these streets thinking everything going to be all right just because you over here pumping and jumping a little bit right now in the beginning. You could jump right off the porch in the back of a police car. Don't tell me what you did back then, because I'm looking at you right now. You're not, and if you was moving like that back then, the way you moving now, you're a liability, pimping. You're absolute liability, hands down. Hands down, you're absolute liability. First, you come into the game, you want to come in the game with me and my folk. Then the first thing you want to do, you want to jump. You don't want to jump ship. You want me to align with another nigga. I don't have to wait on anything. I ain't got to wait for somebody to re-up. I don't have to worry about no drought. The person I'm dealing with got some good work. I ain't got to deal with nothing. I ain't got to deal with none of that. All that, I got to hit buddy up on Friday. I don't touch nothing till Saturday morning. No, man. When I call, I come, I get, I back. We ain't never got to wait on nothing. But now all of a sudden, at the same time, you telling me that, oh man, this ain't good. If it ain't good, how you know it ain't good? Because I got it bathing over here. If you want to know what bathing is, that means when you take the white and you drop her in that water with a little soda, and then she come back, she bounce back. Like you said, if it's taking too long to lock up, bring it back. You were short anyway, so bring a stack. Yeah. So I know she bathing, so I know that she's right. So you can't tell me nothing. So I already know whatever game you trying to play, bro. I'm already on that. I'm already on top of that. And the way you moving is sus. It's just suspect, bro. You just met me. You just met these dudes, letting me know that, bro, you don't know what you doing. You don't know what you doing. You just met me. You getting familiar with me. This ain't been nothing but like 3 months that you known me, and now you jumping to them and you don't even know them. You know how I know you don't know them? Because I don't know them. Every spot that I went to, you happen to be there talking to these people that you shouldn't be talking to, because they shouldn't be talking to you, because they don't know you. Okay, magnetic personality. Cool. Thank you for that definition. I was about to go to the Urban Dictionary. Yeah, it's called bathing, bro. It's like it's cooking hard, tech, rock, crack. Yeah. So you talking to the people that you shouldn't be talking to, and they shouldn't be talking to you. So magnetic personality. All right, cool. You got a magnetic personality. People like you. That's cool. But this ain't the game for that. That's something when you go into sales and marketing. When you had a telemarketing center or selling insurance. Maybe that's what you should have been doing, is selling insurance. Because this right here could cost you your freedom in your life, boy. So you got to move a little smoother. So these conversations that I'm having, like, bro, you can't be moving like that. Now you introducing people who didn't initially know me. Now they know me through you. You're a liability. You're a liability. You don't want to be famous. Or in this case, infamous. No. Man, we trying to stay low, bro. I'm chilling, bro. If that was the case, if I was that type of dude, you could peep the whip that I'm driving. Same bubble 93 Chevy Caprice. Just the tint done. And white walls and original tires. What are you talking about, bro? I got original feet on my car. You should know I'm trying to be low key. I didn't come through with no 6s on them. I ain't come through there with no 6s on there, my boy. I ain't ride like that. So boom, we get to the point where now you done got my brother pent up, him dealing with you. For what reason? Why are you listening to this man, man? Why is you rolling with this man, man? What, you want to just have some fun? This ain't about fun. This is about you being in a position to take care of your people. This ain't about fun. And this ain't the type of fun that I want to have. I want to get this bread stacked up so we can take a step away and go on a cruise or something, man. We in a peninsula. We in Florida, man. We in a peninsula, man. We got about 8 ports, bro. Where you want to port out of? Hey, bro, where you want to port out of in September? Where you want to port out of, man? Where you want to go? You want to go to Cozumel? You want to go to where you want to go? Turks and Caicos? Where you want to go? Where you want to? Bahamas, Jamaica? Where you want to go? We can't do all this shit because you want to have fun on off days. When you should be stacking and counting and getting ready for the work week, keeping our paper trail, which is our job, and making sure we moving this work like we're supposed to, strategically, quietly, and matter of factly. That you ain't thinking about that. So now I'm shooting out different ideas because I'm constantly telling these folks, like, man, this ain't forever. So I'm shooting out clothes I did. Man, let's sell some clothes. Got that from one of the Chicos that when he got my haircut. When he got my haircut, he got a boutique in the front, barbershop in the back. Man, he's selling clothes. Man, I need to get my hands on these clothes. So I'm trying to plug in with people on. I don't want to plug in with no more people about this work. I want to plug in with more people about these clothes and these shoes and these accessories. So I'm dealing with people at the flea market. I'm dealing with people because I'm learning the area as well, because I'm from Polk County. I'm up here on the top of Polk County. I'm from the middle of Polk County or the south of Polk County. I didn't travel like that, to move like that. So I'm like, man, I stay in my own lane, my own pennies. You know what I'm talking about? So now we going to go up here. I'm trying to talk to dude about where you get these shoes from. Stumbled upon a dude from Detroit had found the whole meal van full of shoes. We had Jordans. You know what I mean? Everybody thinking the Jordans fraudulent. Bro, these real J's, bro. I got J's on my feet. They look just like mine, bro. You give them a low price, you know how you got to do, black folks. You know how you got to do, black folks. You got to put a number on it. You got to make it high. That's the only way they'll buy it. You got to make it either moderately high or high. That's the only way they'll believe you that is real. They don't believe you trying to show love. They don't believe that you're a genuine person. They don't believe that. Most people don't believe that you're a genuine person. They really don't believe that. They really believe everybody a slime ball. Everybody trying to do them dirty. Because you know why? Because deep down in their spirit, if they was in your position, they'll be doing something totally different. They won't be doing what you're doing. They won't be doing what you're doing. They won't be doing what you're doing because at the end of the day, they feel like if they had the bread that you have, they'll be doing it like this. Somebody just told me this yesterday. They want you to live the life that they want you to live for them. Oh, you think I should be on 6s? Okay. You think I should have like 412s in the back? Yeah, I should paint this whole like passionate pink, you know what I'm saying, or slime green. No, I shouldn't be low-key driving like this here, man. It look like you ain't doing nothing. Well, them shoeboxes at the crib don't say I ain't doing nothing. The shoeboxes at the crib saying I'm doing something a lot. So y'all don't know that slow grind, man. You get somewhere, but you staying ready for the opportunity. That's what I'm doing now. At this point of my life, still trying to find that one that fits me, the one that I could be passionate about, the one that I can move forward, I could put all my attention into outside of my career. It is what it is. It's simple and plain. So how we gonna run this? So now you're dealing with these guys that's getting to know who I am. So now this random off the wall day, it wasn't a birthday. Everybody was just there at the spot where everybody hustled out of, called JT's. The white guy that I told y'all that was living with me, he was down there going crazy. He was in his feelings. I didn't know what him and his old lady had going on. I don't know how white people argue. You know what I mean? But they was, they obviously was on the outs or whatever the case may be, or whatever he was feeling, this, that, and the third. He got into it with one of the chicks that frequent the bar. And I kind of think she sold some other stuff, some pills or whatever the case may be. But he got into it with her. And when he got into it with her, I kind of noticed that she was affiliated with the Chicos. So it was two brothers, you know what I'm saying? Two Chico brothers, you know what I mean? And as he's arguing with this young lady, she's black young lady, you know what I mean? I go around him as he's in the motion of trying to mush her. And he's a short little dude, you know what I mean? He's a short little dude. So I come and put my arm around him like this, and then put my hand out like this to like say, hey man, just chill. Y'all just chill. Like I got my arm around him like this. And I'm like, yeah, man, y'all just chill. He goes and mushes her. When he mushes her, and he was here on this side and he on that side. And then as I move this way, Buddy reaches out to slap him because he slapped her. Buddy get ready to slap him. As I'm trying to turn him like this here to get him out of the situation, Buddy catches me. It wasn't no, but he caught me like right here on the chin. And when he did that, we both got the look like I shouldn't have did that. And no, you shouldn't have done that. Like, it was there. So now I snatched him up. Now he's behind me. And now I'm like, you know what I mean? Which was an overreaction. Definitely was an overreaction because he didn't mean to put his hands on me because anybody with any common sense could have seen that I was trying to break this up. I didn't want it to go any further than what it was. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up. Yes, sir. So when that happened, pop, he caught me on the chin. I'm like, so I looked at him, I snatched it. As soon as we broke eye contact and everybody was talking, I wasn't talking anymore. I grabbed him by his shirt, snatched him off them stairs, walked him around the corner, took him to his bike, said, are you okay to ride this bike home, bro? Because you may have started a war. And when he heard me say that, he said, I'll just go. Got on his bike, he dipped. But before he dipped, he had to go on the bike, just burning out the back tire. Look back, shot her a bird, and zoomed down 192. Now, at this time, I had just recently met a cool cat, man, by the name of Ronan. Ronan was my dog. He was out of Poughkeepsie, New York. Ronan was a cool dude, man. Like, man, I enjoyed just cooling with bro, man, because he was low key. He kept a paper trail like me. He just wanted to get a little extra paper like that. He drove damn near brand new Infinity M35. That bit was hard, bro. Dog blue. That bit was smooth. I love that car, man. That peanut butter guts on the inside. That bit was clean, bro. And this was like 06, 07. That bit was clean. So you already know. If you know anything by, I know BG know about them cars. It was a 2000, I want to say 2006 Infinity M35, dark blue with the peanut butter guts on the inside. Ugh, that bit was stinking. That bit was stinking. That bit was so clean. And Rona was my dog. And Rona liked to ride bikes too. And he was cool. And the craziest thing is that I guess them guys pushed their way from Orlando into this area where we were because he knew them dudes. So when that happened, they knew me and him had some rapport. So they sent him to talk to me before anything went stupid. See, yes, sir, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, sir. So they sent him to talk to me. I'm still overreacting. This your rep on the line. And I ain't been in no altercations. So how this first one was handled, it had to be something. You know what I'm saying? It had to be something. But everybody that was there, they would have known. Had I handled it any other way, any kind of way, this way or this way, it'd have been fine. It'd have been fine. Either way I would have handled it, it would have been fine because at the end of the day, everybody know it was a mistake. Me and my young dumb mind ain't thinking. I'm thinking rep, which is stupid. It was absolutely stupid, asinine. We could have had which we was dry beefing. You know what I'm saying? Him on his side, him on my side. Folks doing more talking for me than I am. No, man, I think my boy want to see you. So he came, boom. He was like, man, I'm gonna be the mediator, dog. I'm gonna set this up. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna meet up here at JT's at this spot, blah, 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 at this time. All right, cool. So I pulled up, and his brother was like sitting down, like these dudes, bro, I swear they be trying to emulate movies and television shows. When I walked in and I saw what he was trying to do, I was like, man, what the fuck you on, dog? No, Bobby, man, I want to talk to you, man. I want to talk to you, man. Have a conversation, man, about you and my brother. And his brother in the background, dog, I swear, he's in the back. Because the word on the street is just because he kicked the dude one night in a scuffle, he supposed to be this kung fu master. Not only is you this kingpin, that you supposed to be this fucking kung fu master. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this dude can fight. Yeah, you a big dude. You know what I'm saying? You about 6'2", probably about 260. You know what I'm saying? You a big dude. He's in the back by the pool tables going shadow boxing and shit. I'm looking at this motherfucker, man. I'm like, I got this iron on me. I don't give a damn what you know, Kung Fu Joe. You think I was gonna come up here by myself and it's a possibility that y'all roll as deep as y'all do that I'm gonna come up here dolo? No, I'm scrapped. So he's in the back doing what he's doing, and this is how I break the whole play that they was trying to play, because I seen the play, that what it was. You know what I mean? It was a, we're gonna come to the table calm. It's gonna be some slight intimidation in the back, and we're gonna see how he take this. I say, what the fuck you got going on? He's like, oh, Papi, I want to talk to you. And I say, hey, what your silly ass doing back there? He looked up, and he barely spoke English. You know what I'm saying? So the probably only thing that he understood was silly and ass. So like, what your silly ass back there doing? What your brother back there doing, dog? Oh, he a kung fu master now. He was like, yeah, man. Nah. He started, as soon as I did that, it broke the ice. We sat down. He said what he said. And he said, what you want? I said, when you see the little white boy, leave him alone. Obviously, he going through something because that ain't his character. 2, don't ever mention my name again. I'm not going to mention your name. Do not mention my name, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all got going on, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you see my people out, I know what y'all try to do. You trying to turn everybody. It's all cool. It's all cool. You want everybody on your team. That's cool, bro. I'm cool with that. What's up, Miss V? What's going on, baby girl? How you feeling? She said, oh, good morning, Uncle Plug in the chat. Good morning to you as well, Queen. Indeed. So I know what he was trying to do. I say it's all good, bro. Hey, it's enough out here for everybody. You know what I mean? But to be honest, to leave this side alone would be beneficial for both of us. For you to come on this side and make all this noise, you know what I mean? Like it's unnecessary. And plus, you making a lot of noise because I had just, my GM had just told me that, my name had came up and they have a DEA investigation going on. So I hit him to the square. You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna heed or you're not. I say I got a source on on the inside that got some information that came and brought me some information. Let me know the DEA is looking for y'all on this side. It is what it is. Whether you heed to the warning or not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's on you. But me myself, this right here, like to put the players in play. If they want to be here, they are. But I'm not rocking here. I'm not rocking here. There's no need for me to rock here. He said, good morning, Miss V. So I'm like, I'm not rocking here because it's already hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming here just to strictly hang out during the times that I can be out because I'm on papers. I ain't tell him I was on papers, but that's what it is. I'm only rocking out here to rock out here to see what I can see and then get the hell on. You know what I mean? Because this was the spot before y'all came along. You know what I mean? Like before y'all came along, this was the spot. This is the spot. This is the chill spot. This is where my co-workers come over here and chill and have a brew or two before they go home to do whatever they do. That grown folk shit. So bad. So after that, boom, 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 my boy liked the way I handled the situation. He wanted to rock with me. He didn't want to rock with them. He said, if you don't, I go and, see Buddy like I was. But other than that, so I'm going to rock with you. I'm like, cool. So we got tight. We got cool. Which was cool. You know what I mean? Because I like the way he moved. He was doing it the way I like to do it. And it ain't always like, oh, you think your way the best way. No, it's just like you want to be in familiar spaces with familiar faces doing the same thing. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him the rundown. I told him how I get down. I told him how I move. I told him what I expect. You know what I'm saying? I ask you the same question. I tell you what I expect, and then I ask, now, what do you expect from me? Man, I just want loyalty. And I want to get what I need to get at the time I need to get it. Just keep me on deck. He said, I'm not telling you how to do your thing. If you move how you move, but just set some aside because this is what I like to get and this is what I like to have before I go to work. And say I work up here at this restaurant. I'm a server up there, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool. So whatever you want from me, I got you. And being that you just made that request to me, guess what I do? I always have some set aside for you. If everything else moves and everything is not pending, I would rather hold that right there and go get whatever I need to get, come back and then work that instead of messing with whatever you gonna want. So you'll always be on deck. And me putting him first like that, that creates a relationship amongst men because I don't have to do this. And he doesn't have to do this. But now that we're in agreement, that's something that we can agree to, man, let's rock it, bro. All right, bet. So we would hang out. So we changed locations. Hey, Marty, how you doing? Welcome. How you doing, sweetheart? So we changed locations. He was like, yeah, man, we need to stay off this spot. Let's stay on our side. All right, bet. Because he was across the bridge. He was in Lake County in Claremont. I was on this side in Davenport on this side. So boom, he came from, so we would hang out at a place called Sharky's. To me, Sharky's was like a Baja bar. You know what I'm saying? It was like a Baja bar. And we were cool in there. You know what I mean? So a lot of the people, see, I didn't want to chill right there because my chick at the time, she worked in that same plaza. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, Tristan? What's going on, brother? Welcome to Storytime, man. One of them sightings of my boy Tristan. You know what I'm saying?
Cereal with the can work, the powder work, no merc, a cereal with.
It's a pleasure to have you, my brother. Always a pleasure to have you. So we started hanging at Sharky's. So Sharky seems to be a cooler spot to me. Sharky seemed to be like a cooler spot to me, to where we can parlay and chill and congregate, and we didn't look too suspicious, because we was in there too. Just everybody sitting back, having drinks, just parlaying and chill. So we made that our new spot, but we wouldn't do no work in this spot. That's one thing about it, because in this side of town, like I told you, where I lived at, it was a lot of vacation homes around us. This is we 25 minutes from Orlando, which is the #1 vacation destination in the world. So a lot of people would be in that particular area called Four Corners. So we sat in Sharky's. I don't know what's the name of the bar, what the name of the bar is now today, but it was Sharky's then. So we were sitting there, parlay, chill, have a couple of drinks, and it was one of them cool spots that had the open thing so you could smoke in there. So we smoked pokes and sip liquor, and we would chill in there. We would chill heavy in there. We would congregate and come up with different ideas. But the main thing we was coming with, which I like Ronan the most, was because he was thinking beyond this. He came down with that New York state of mind. And he was trying to provide for his the best way he could. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to come to the crib. He just knew I lived in Legacy Park. And everybody knew that Legacy Park in the back, the last community, was like where they thought the people that had bread stayed. Like I said, we was paying $1,100 in rent. You know what I'm saying? But that particular spot, everybody thought that people had bread in there. So he was thinking like I was thinking, because he thought I had the bread. Can you figure that? Like he figured like I had this big bread because I'm doing my thing. And he always got what he needed all the time. And it was just the perception of things. But he didn't know I was just, hey, I'm trying to make it just like you is, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's help each other make it. So he was thinking like, yeah, man, with the clothes and stuff, this, that, and the third. He was more into accessories. He wanted to sell accessories and things of that nature. And I was like, man, you know what? I like that. So that right there was in my mind. I was building something to where it was like more of a boutique. You know what I'm saying? Like a boutique where we selling clothes, high-end clothes. Back then it was Evisu jeans. I was still with the old school with the Jabos and selling Dickies and selling, more like a high man fashion kind of a situation ran by black folk. You know what I'm saying? Also, I was thinking about proms and, weddings and whatnot, like having, some dapper clothes. It was more like a high man fashion situation with black folks running instead of the Arabs running it. You know what I mean? So I wanted that, but then I also was talking to my mechanic guys. My mechanic guys was talking about, me investing in motors and mufflers and transmissions and things of that nature. Money wasn't that long yet. Money wasn't that long yet to be invested in things of that high nature. But he was like, man, you can start off with just a set of rims. You can start off with a set of rims and sell some rims. We get them for this number. We sell them for this number. We try to get to the number where we can piece them out piece by piece. It just seemed like a slow game though, because it seemed that it wasn't the type of crowd that was in that area that would want to buy rims all the time. They would want to buy audio equipment all the time. You know what I mean? Like I understood that was drug money, not regular money. I understood that. So I always wanted to stay in a lane where drug money can purchase anything. Like even now today, even when I'm doing business with someone and they want to talk a moral compass or codes, I always put everything in alignment to the drug game or to the street game every time. And if you want to take that tidbit of information and you want to use it and watch how the morals play. Like say Buddy did this, say he disrespected and did that, and the third. All right. And this is the workplace. All right, let's take it to the streets now, because your life is on the line. So it's a different type of respect, and it's a different type of mindset when your life is on the line, or your health is on the line. You know what I mean? So if you'll do this in a safe space where your life isn't on the line, you're not a good person, because you're not thinking about the people that come along with you. You understand? Like maybe just because I can't get to you There's only 1 or 2 schools around here. I know your kids. What if I wanted to take out what I had with you, with your children? Not saying that I'm that type of guy, but just strategically thinking like that. Say, would you put yourself in this situation over here at this random bar that happens to be 5 miles away from where you live, and your kids live in this area, and you do something disrespectful, and then maybe I say, what if I don't touch you? What if I accidentally put the bumper of my car on the hip of your child? They go, oh, yeah. So think about that. Think about that. When certain people do certain things and they're in certain lifestyle, I wonder a lot of your character and a lot of your mentality. I justify what type of person you are, or I determine like what type of person you are when I see how you conduct your business. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, what if I want to touch your kids? Oh, you told me one time you take care of your mama, so now I get to touch your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think. Like, I don't think that folks think that deep when it comes to certain situations. You know what I mean? I don't think they think that deep about the situation. So, yo, that's facts. When the stakes are higher, people act different. They do. Without a doubt, Trishan. So that's how whenever I'm gauging normal situations to see how much respect you have, because you already got to think about it. It's easy to talk shit in a safe place. It's easy to talk shit in a safe place. But what if that safe place isn't safe for the people that's around you? What if everybody like, I want to break them off at the knees? That's when they say, I'm going to break you off at the knees. Then they kidnap your kid and shit like that. And you be like, damn, yeah, this is a result of your actions, brother. But that's how I gauge things, even when we having situations such as arguments and disputes. Be like, how serious are you about what you do? Because you got to conduct yourself with it. One thing in this world that'll keep you safe at all times is respect. Not being in the wrong place at the wrong time and showing respect. If you're around some disrespectful SOBs and you show respect and they still don't show you respect, you get away from them, dog. That's one thing that'll keep you safe in life, men and women. Men and women. Men and women. Because we're going to sit around and say, man, what you talking about, man? Be like, listen, man, you talking crazy right now. Sometimes, you got 2 kids at the crib and an old lady. She ain't working. You taking care of everything. You need to watch your mouth. Sometimes you need to take that shit on the chin and think about it and strategize if you want to get at it later. Or matter of fact, think of it and see if it was that deep for you to take him off this planet. Think if it was that deep before you make that move. Think before you throw this punch or whatever the case may be. Because Buddy could have been dying to get at you. And this is his opportunity. And he might have been plotting this. He might have been thinking the whole time while he was riding up there saying, man, I'm gonna make Buddy snap tonight. Because we're gonna get on his ass. I've been waiting to get on his ass. You don't think, hey, methodically, man, thinking methodically. I'm trying to tell you, the realness is always in question if business is afoot. They always say it is just business, Super Mac. They always say it's business, Super Mac. But they say with black folks, it's always personal. Because people put themselves in these situations. You know what I'm saying? People put themselves in this situation doing what they do. I had to hit that person back real quick. Important. And yeah, so when they talking about business, this, especially this particular business where your life could end in on a crime scene or behind bars, you need to be mindful. And when you have children like me, myself, I told you, man, you got kids, man, I don't even want to argue with you, bro. Because you trying to be tough. I'm trying to save you from you. I'm going to just be quiet, bro, because you don't even know how far this could go. You don't even know how far this could go at any time, bro. You don't know how far this could go. You don't know what a man thinking, man, I might be the coolest cat 6 days out of the week. Matter of fact, 6 days and 22 hours out of the week. But them next 2, I might want to fuck off. For 2 hours, you might have caught me at that time, boy. Ding, ding. I want all the smoke, bitch. I want all the smoke. Be mindful. So with us talking about this situation and mending and building these bridges together, you know, I also still have my boy Chris in the mix too. That boy Chris, and he was the first one I told y'all that was on the Forex. So I was thinking about doing that as well. So I'm thinking about, okay, need to get me a laptop or a computer, you know what I'm saying, PC. I think it's more PCs at that time. Get me a PC, line that up, and then sit down and we could talk this business. Let's talk this business. How we gonna get to this business? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's really about. Like, what's the next phase? Like, this is really nothing right now. This is really like this D game is really nothing right now to me. It really means nothing to me. It's just a means to do what I do to as a tool to get to the next phase. So this particular guy, what he said, the bottoms in Shreveport, the BX Austin, New Orleans. And he said the BX Austin, New Orleans, the streets will teach you no safety blanket. Yeah. So you got to move smooth. Super Mac, you always got to move smooth through every situation. You just can't let every situation, you can't be too high, too low. You can't be too even kill, but you always got to be alert and stay alive. That way, be safe and stay dangerous. That when I first heard that's something that resonated with me. Be safe and stay dangerous. That means keep your head on the swivel at all times. But you know what I mean? Move smooth. Be where you could be. You know, be where you can be. Not all that you can be, just be where you can be. Because everything ain't sweet out here. So using that as that, like I told him, he was one of the first ones that I actually told that said, I want out, dog. And he was the first one that said, me too, dog. I don't even want to do this shit. He said, I'm making good money. I'm paying the bills, whatever. But it's so many servers up there. Like every time he goes to work, he's making $400 to $500 every time he goes to work. Because he in a high traffic, great restaurant up there. You know what I'm saying? So he's making good money, but he's only working 3 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? With the car note, the bike note, and the apartment and the kids. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he does this to stay afloat. He said, I can't get no more hours. You know what I'm saying? Because we got so many servers, like, don't nobody want to give up any shifts. Don't nobody, you know, I felt them on that. And I felt them on that. I said, I know what you mean, bro. I know exactly what you mean. The more money you make, the less hours they give you. You know, the more people on staff, the less hours you can get. And if you're making good money, ain't nobody missing no good money any day. They're just not. So that's what he was doing. He said, I want out. I want out too, my boy. I want out too, my boy. I want out too. So we sat down, you know, we devising plans, trying to see what the scheme is. But at the time, like right now, if had this happened then, right now, this would be a perfect time because of how that particular area has grown. You know what I mean? Like there was absolutely nothing there. So it was a perfect time to do something, but we'd had to wait a long time for everything to catch on and actually move at the pace that we was expecting it to move, because it just wasn't nothing over there on that side. It wasn't nothing on that side. And being that I met him and he was from the East Coast, I thought that most of these East Coast cats just act like that just by dealing with this dude and these other cats right here. But meeting him, and he was from the East Coast, and we was congregating, you know what I was doing? I was getting even pissed at that other nigga. I was getting even more pissed at this other dude. Every time we sat down and had a genuine conversation and he showed me his loyalty and what he was on and what type of time he was on, I used to get more pissed at this other dude. I say, this bitch ass nigga. Every time I used to get more pissed at this dude. Like, it's just yo ho ass. Because me and him seeing eye to eye. And plus, at the time, he was older than me too. You know what I'm saying? He was older than me too. That would got, you know, a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with somebody a little older than you, you know, so I could relate more. Because I feel like I'm a couple years ahead of my time. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, yeah. But this dude, man, and every time he came, or I had to go see him, or he had to come see me, I used to just be pissed off, man. Because this nigga's a hoe, man. He ain't right, man. He ain't right to this day. He really got this concept in his brain to this day. Damn, I don't like that whole ass nigga, man. That's why I'm gonna rock with you, bro. He's a whole man to your core, bro. And you thinking that it's something that it's not. You thinking I say this about you because of this, that. No, it has nothing to do with that, bro. It's fucking you. I know your heart in the right place, but you can't do 10 wrongs and think that 1 or 2 rights is gonna make it okay. You thinking that the position you in and you keeping people at the little stronghold, yeah, you're not elevating, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why you ain't elevating. And I hope you catch this, because if you do, as soon as you see it and hear me speak about this situation, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. Yo, motherfucking dog ass. To this day, for sure, BG. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the people that you happen to surround yourself with are actually good people in bad situations. And you taking advantage of these bad situations of these good people, guess what happens? You'll never rise to the place where you try to be. So you'll constantly be on them first 4 or 5 steps of the ladder. You'll never climb up because you're doing them dirty. All that backbiting and this, that, and the third. Like this shit, y'all don't get this shit twisted. The shit that I say about this fuck ass nigga, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I've said it in his fucking face. I've said it several times. Several times. And it just don't click. Because that way that he thinks, it doesn't work, man. It don't work. It don't work. When you got good people that's in a bad situation and you're using them, you got to be conscious of that. Be like, look, man, look, even say, dog, I'm in a bad spot right now. I got to hit you for the 11 right now. I know it's normally 9, but I got to hit you with the 11 right now because I got some things I need to shake real quick. I ain't trying to do you dirty, dog, but just look out this time and I got you on the next run. Even in that, even in the midst of doing dirt, you could be straight up about doing what you got to do. That right there, you don't create no bad blood, no bad karma, no bad energy between the two, man. These situations, when you do shit like that, that's why I go to the streets every time. Street popularity, super dangerous. That for real. It really is. It really is. And when I sit back and I tell him this shit here, Soup, I tell him this shit, BG, I tell him this shit, I say, listen, the more you do that negative, that slimy, the more you do that, bro, the more you block your blessing moving forward. That's why whatever I got to say, even if I got to scrape you, I'm going to say it to your ass and it is what it is. If I said something, I went too far, I ain't got no problem coming back to be like, dog, you should apologize about that shit. Man, I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not trying to create an enemy. I'm not trying to create disdain. I'm not trying to do that. Most feel like they can live like that, dog. You ain't doing it but blocking your blessing. You ain't doing but blocking your blessing, dog. At the end of the day. That's why that shop ain't motherfucking elevated to the point where it's supposed to be and make money where it's supposed to be with all them chairs in that bitch and the aesthetics in that motherfucker doing what it's supposed to do. You ain't gonna never get there. Because you know why? The foundation of it was a lie. The foundation of it was a lie. In my face, we said that shit in front with a witness present. You with a witness present, what we said, what we agreed upon, you violated that out the gate. As soon as you got control, you violated that shit out the gate. Everything that I would have missed out on, I'm getting it right now. You don't have to know if I was right. You don't have to know. You can tell the people you roll with whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on. The payback is right now. Everything that was owed, everything that I needed is coming back to me right now. And that's how you know whenever you separate from a person and they still, hey, they ain't losing. They ain't losing. They just can't break that threshold. They're doing any and everything to try to break that threshold, and they can't break that threshold. They can't break it. Because you ain't got it in your chest to come and say and admit that you lied. I'm going to let you live in that lie. I'm going to let you live in it. Because the ones that wronged you in your past that made you the type of person that you is right now, guess what? They probably long gone. They probably dead and gone. And guess what? I'm still here. You could wrong that. You could right that wrong. But guess what? You ain't going to do it. Because people like to live in that lie. The truth hit different. Yeah. People like to live in that lie. They like to live in that lie. They done told that lie to so many different people that now that's the story. And when they come around me, when they used to come around me, I already know what type of old shit you was on because the way they'll treat me. Be like, bitch, I ain't did nothing to you. So why you acting like that towards me? Why you acting like that towards me? Oh, you must be on that sucker shit. I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it die. Ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure. You ain't gonna hurt my feeling. You ain't gonna hurt my feeling. Because I'm gonna still get in here and get my paper and get on about my business. Hey man, let go. All the times, dog, I gave you so many opportunities, them little one-on-ones, dog, and I couldn't, dog, I did not want to be fucked up with you. I tried to show you genuine. I tried to show you authenticity. I tried to show you that shit. You just not built like that. And you made me taint. You made me feel like everybody that's from where you from is just like that. And you think just because I was being that way that I'm gullible or something. I ain't gullible, nigga. Like I said, you're taking advantage of good people that's in a bad situation. If you're taking advantage of that, that's just like stealing money. Like, see, this is the crazy shit. That's like stealing money from a homeless dude out there trying to collect quarters and niggas and dimes and dollar bills, $5 bills. You go in there, you put a 20 right here, right, and reach in the can and take all the money out of that bit. Yeah. I'm telling you. He say, tainted, the state got me. They say the truth hurts usually, and that's why people usually get it from men. Tainted, the state got me. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. And I tried to tell him, bro. I tried to tell him. And I still get them phone calls. Man, they ain't doing nothing over there. Man, ain't no motion in there. Man, I went in there. Ain't nobody in there. You know why? It's you. When Celia did that, until you do right by me, everything you do gonna fail. You can tell the people everything you want to tell them, man. That's still my dog. That's still my people. You think that's good enough? That's still my dog. That's still my people. Nah, nigga. You ain't cleared it with me yet. See, all these people, them two people that I was telling y'all about before the show I started, guess what? I made it right. You can actually feel that weight being lifted when you do it right. You can feel it lift off you, man. When you do right, man, when you do right by people, man, you can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it when it lifts. And I felt it. I'm talking about, like, I was telling my people, man, I was like, man, I don't know what it is. Something bothering me. I don't know what it is. It's just something sitting on me. And it was that particular situation. It was something that subconscious is a mug. That stuff that's sitting in the back of your mind. And it just sits there and it just hits you. It hits you. And it fucks with you. And you got to get it off your mind, man. You got to get it up off your chest. You got to get it up off your chest. Get it up off your mind. Man, I did that, man. I felt great. I was back to smiling again. You know what I mean? Like, because when I pray, I ask, man, whatever's inside me that need to come out, or whatever that's hindering me from my progression, bring it to the forefront so I can address it. And it might be some things that most people be like, man, I ain't willing to address that right now at this moment. I ain't willing to address that right now. I ain't ready yet. I'm ready for whatever. I don't give a damn what. I don't care how bad it was. I don't care how bad the offense was. I'll make it right. Because the situation be this big. But the solution is this small. You know, some people just want an apology, some accountability, and some acceptance. That's it. Because you don't know how you may have ruined this person's life from that fucking one incident that you did and gave them trauma that they can never have a solid relationship, a solid friendship because of that, what you did. You don't know how impactful that you are. You may be so insignificant to a million people, but that one person really held you in high regard and you did that sucker ass shit. I was just mad that you didn't get it. I ain't hold you in high regard. I just was upset that you didn't get it. Like, dog, all this shit, this real nigga shit I'm trying to tell you, dog. Say what you want to say about me. I don't give a damn what you say about me, Playboy. I know who hey, your real ain't my real. And I feel I'm a real one. So when I sit back and I sat back and I told you all this shit, dog, you didn't think so. You didn't think that the shit that I'm telling you is real. Okay. Maybe what I do don't work for you. But is what you do work for you? Is it working? Or do you feel like you're on a treadmill? Because I feel like I'm on a staircase. You might feel like you're on a treadmill on incline. It might seem like you're going up, but you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, my boy. And that shit hurt me because you got good people around you and I want to see them win. I don't want to hear my dog leaving the shop, man, going to do Uber and shit. Go over here to deliver packages and shit, doing Uber Eats and shit, DoorDash. I don't want to hear that. Your main thing should be your main thing. When you going to get your bread, it should be enough to suffice. If you put in 5 days a week, sometimes 6, and it's not suffice, man, that shit sucks. That sucks, man. Because you can't even maximize MEP. Remember that? MEP, maximum earning potential. Yeah. Like real talk. Maximum earning potential. Real talk. And sometimes what you need to do to get everything moving in the direction that you needed to go is make amends. Because I believe we all connected. I believe we all connected, dog. I'm to that point now in my life where I feel like we all connected without a shadow of a doubt. The metaphysical is real and you cannot deny it, bro. He said, if you can't show them, it's very unlikely that you can tell them. Just saying, yeah, you damn right. Like we all connected. Like that person was supposed to be a person for a person. And what you did hindered that from happening to that person because they're in this mind state for the things that you did. So that's why when you see that sticker and it says be kind, like riding behind a Subaru, any Isuzu or CRV or whatever these cars that white people drive where they got coexist. You know what I'm saying? Like coexist, and they got these stickers on there and it says be kind and coexist, and they got all these different religions, and you know, you sit back and just pay attention to that and be like, you know what, you right, I'm gonna just be kind, man. You know, just give somebody some happy, because you don't want to put that person in a mind state because they were supposed to reach somebody today. Man, I had a meeting today. How did everything go? Everything went great. Bro, I left here. I felt great. You gave me a great haircut. I felt great. And I'm like, man, look, man, I'm glad I can just do my part, man. Thank you. Because you did your part. Because that little 50 you gave me went towards something to go do something. You know what I'm talking about? So, hey, it's a fair exchange. You do me. And if it's worth it, baby, I return the favor, give it back to you. A fair exchange on everything. Let me tell you, that's the way it's got to be. Ooh. Open your eyes, baby. Recognize a player. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how we going to do it. That's how we going to keep it. And that's how it's going to be. Man, we rocked out this Sunday. I felt good about this one. I ain't gonna even lie, man. We felt good about this story time. But that's why I don't rock with Buddy. Cause Buddy do a lot of scrupulous shit, dog. Backdoor specialist, bro. Backdoor specialist, man. Nigga backdoor the shit out you. Yeah. What would it see?
Yeah. Uncle Plugg. Stamp. Yeah, stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
Yeah, came from the bottom, I had to go get it. No handouts, I was minding my business. They switched up, I ain't taking it personal. I just leveled up, now it's business.
Break 'em in the room.
Talk if it ain't got a purpose. I've been solid, I ain't
Break 'em
never
in the
been
room.
nervous. Every move calculated, precise. Had to pay for the game, that's the price.
On the club,
This stamp, no debate. Real talk, put the truth on the plate. Big dog, I don't move.
You know, one thing is that we all have people in our lives that have wronged us. Everybody. Ain't nobody exempt from that shit. People leave, you know, but people go through seasons. And don't ever judge a person what they did in their 20s to what they did in their 30s to what they did in their 40s. Everybody's growing. Everybody's growing. And you have to forgive them. You have to forgive them. And try to mend that, because it might be a missing piece in you, because you can't be whole if you're missing a piece. We have mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, and cousins that done did us slimy. They done did us slimy. A friend and acquaintance that done did us dirty. And the best thing to do is forgive them so you can move forward in what you need to do. So you can do what you need to do. So when they say, it's not forgiving them for them, forgiving them from you. Yeah. And sometimes your forgiveness might be the breakthrough that they need. Holding that grudge ain't gonna do shit. It really ain't. It ain't gonna do shit for you. Holding that grudge ain't gonna do nothing for you. It ain't. Man, I ain't even studying that. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Especially when it hit close to home. When it hit close to home, yeah, you holding that grudge. And guess what? Man, bury that shit. Man, be done with it. Man, go and make amends, make it right. Make it right. See what they got to say. They ain't been there. So when they come back in, let them be in and let them hang themselves. If that's what it is, at least you got to the bottom of it and say, hey, I did my part. I forgave you. I forgave you. You know, when you really ready, just tell them, say, man, when you really ready, come back. I'll be right here. When you really ready to make this what it's supposed to be, I'll be right here. I'll be right here. I ain't gonna even trip. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard sometimes because the people that do hurt you like that come close to home. It comes close to home. And you like, man, you ain't been here all this time, this, that, and the third. Hey, hear them out. Let them tell you. Even if it's some fuckery. Even if it's some fuckery, guess what? You did your part. So moving forward, gotta watch for the snakes in the grass. Indeed. Indeed. And you don't want to hear no down talk. You want to hear accountability. Just say, I just want to hear accountability. If you want to hear accountability, they want to be grown enough to give you accountability, and then accept it. But say, hey, this is hey, you could tell me the truth. Tell me exactly what happened. They could tell you, hey, man, I really didn't want to rock with y'all. I really didn't have it in me to be around y'all or to handle my business like I was supposed to. It is what it is. Accept their truth. Accept their truth. because they're there now. Now make the best of it now that they're there. Make the best of it. If they're important, if they are an important figure, you know what I mean? If they are important enough to say, I can move forward from this, then move forward from that. Get that weight off your chest. You might need them. The shit that they went through when they weren't rocking with you probably kept you safe. But be willing to accept that. Be willing to accept that. Be willing to accept that. Don't ever miss out on the opportunity to mend the bridge unless that person really didn't mean anything. Because if that person really didn't mean anything, you just forget totally about them. But you can't forget people that may have your same DNA, you know, same bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grew up together since the sandbox. Y'all spent numerous of years, 8, 9, 10 years around each other. You know what I mean? If it's worth salvaging, salvage that shit. They say, I'm going to feed them with a long handle spoon. You ain't got to do all that shit. That's too much micromanaging. Because if they want it, guess what? They'll show you. They'll follow up that phone call with a text message, another text message. You know, they'll show you that they want it. You know what I mean? If it's in them. But if it ain't your fault. You ain't do nothing wrong. You just make sure you return that text. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't do shit wrong. Wasn't your fault. Ain't your fault. You ain't do shit wrong. It is what it is. Just accept it. Drive on, drive on, drive on.
Dog, I don't move with the fate. If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
All facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
Stamp, stamp,
Stop, yeah,
it's stamp. If it's real, then it's
understand.
stamp, stamp, no pretend.
Real game,
I don't
gotta recommend.
I've been moving low key, no talk. Still winning, let the results walk. They gon' feel it when I step in the room. Real presence, I don't need the approval. I don't chase, I attract what's mine. Stay patient, out of time in the line. Now the voice carry weight when I speak, cause I lived everything that I preach. I'm the plug. Yes, stamp, no debate. Real talk,
Put the truth on the plate.
Big dog,
I don't move with the state.
If it ain't real, I don't give it no space. Yeah, I said what I said.
10 toes, never fold, never bend.
Facts, I don't follow no trends.
Real game, I'ma say it again.
On the plug. Stamp.
On the plug.
Hey, thank y'all again, man. Thank y'all again, man. Thank y'all again, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for tuning in with your boy, man. I got a Zoom meeting I got to get on, man, so I can go and talk to, you know, the peoples about some important BI. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be having 1181 Pressure Plays from the Bayou to the Turf. Me and Souls will be live at 7 p.m. this evening, man. Hey, man, look. What's up, Time? Welcome in, Time, man. Thank you for pulling up on me, my boy. Hey, man, look, man. We all go through shit. I go through shit. We all go through shit. If that shit ain't worth dying about, don't even worry about it. If it ain't worth dying, slime, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it right, man. Make it right, man. Make it right, man. Always hit the like button. Family, show Uncle Plugg some love. Man, thank you, man. Hey, man, you come in out the gate just chucking them things already, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Hit that like button, man. Help this video get out into the algorithm. We on the road to 18K right here, man. It's crazy, you feel me? But we got to get there. We got to reach it, man. If y'all catching this on the rewatch, man, appreciate y'all so much for tapping in, man. Thank y'all so much. Leave your comments. You know, I really, hey, if you I back. You understand me? Thank you. Yeah, man. And again, man, I thank y'all so much, man. It's always a pleasure having y'all in the building. Time, appreciate you. Marty, appreciate you. Wolf BG, thank you so much. Super Mac, you know what it is, man. Tristan, thank you for falling through, my boy. Soft Rain pulling up on your boy. And Coco, as always. All my mods, man, I thank y'all so much for all y'all participation and all y'all help, man. I thank y'all so much, man. Y'all just vibe with me, man. So I gotta get up out of here. Oh, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Plug in with the Dope will be in the building. We get my boy Dope back, man. He said he got one lined up for us, and I'm here for it all. You understand? We have a good time, man. Y'all pull up and rock with your boy, man. We're gonna have a good time, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all please. We try to bring some good content for them boys. You know what I'm talking about? Say, when am I getting the album? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna put dough on that. Uncle Plug, you know the Lord helps me every day, so you know I gotta give it right back to my brothers. Woo, God is good, man, all the time. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I got some new shows coming, man. Got some new shows coming. We're gonna tap into that Wednesday and Saturday night.
Bass creeping in. Oh, you plugged in.
Marty, get ready.
You plug in now. Plugged in with dope. Yeah, the signal too strong. Got the game. We just put it in song.
And again, thank y'all. I got to get out of here, man. So, hey, as always, spend some time with the big man at all times, man. Things change. Pray daily, because things change daily. And when life throw you lemons, be a professional lemonade maker and make that shit shake. You dig what I'm talking about? But as always, feel blessed to be plugged in. You dig?